Good morning, Teacher John. I need to talk to you. It's something important. Can we talk?
Good morning, Emily. Of course, I have some time. Tell me what happened.
Well, I've decided to stop studying English. I don't want to, but it's not possible for me to continue right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but why? You've been a great student.
Yeah, I like English and I like your classes, but I lost the job I had, so I don't have the money now. I really would have liked to continue learning English, and I speak it well, but I can't.
I understand, but you can learn English by yourself if you don't have money to study in an institute.
Oh, really? That sounds good. Can you please tell me how I can learn English by myself?
Of course, first, you have to set goals to learn English by yourself. Without a teacher, you need to be realistic about your studying. If you want to know how much English you already know, take an online English level test.
Okay, I see. Then what should I do?
After that, decide how long you will study English every day. 30 minutes is good, but if you can do more, that's even better. Write down your English learning goals. This makes your goals real, and writing them down means you can always look at them again.
That makes sense. I never thought about setting specific goals before.
It's essential to make achievable goals. You'll also want to make many small goals instead of one big goal. Big goals can be intimidating.
I understand. So, what's next?
Now that you have set your goals, you need to work on your study plan. Think about your English learning goals and make sure your study plan will help you complete those goals.
Okay, I think I can do that. But how do I make sure my study plan is effective?
Your study plan should include activities that align with your goals. For example, if your goal is to improve your speaking, your plan should include speaking with someone for at least 10 minutes every day.
Got it. It seems like having a study plan will keep me focused.
Exactly, and don't forget to keep your English studies interesting and fun. You can use different resources like online tests, games, books, and movies.
I will change the language settings on my devices to English. It'll force me to think in English more often.
Yes, it's a simple trick, but it can be very effective. Another helpful tip is to write summaries of what you've learned or watched.
That sounds like a great way to practice writing and summarizing skills.
Indeed. And remember to measure your progress regularly to ensure you're reaching your goals.
I will, Teacher John. Thank you again. I'm feeling much more confident now about continuing to learn English on my own.
That's great to hear, Emily. Remember, consistency is key. Even small efforts every day can lead to significant progress over time.
Absolutely. I'm committed to dedicating myself to it. Oh, and if you have any additional tips or resources you think might help, please let me know.
Of course, Emily. I'm here to support you however I can. Have you thought about what specific areas of English you want to focus on?
Well, I definitely want to improve my speaking and listening skills. I find it challenging to understand native speakers sometimes, especially when they speak quickly.
That's a common challenge, but with practice, you can overcome it. Watching movies or TV shows in English with subtitles can be a helpful way to train your ear to understand spoken English more easily.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll give it a try. Do you have any recommendations for shows or movies that are good for English learners?
There are many options out there, but I'd suggest starting with something that interests you personally. When you're engaged with the content, it's easier to stay motivated to continue watching and learning. Do you have any favorite genres or topics?
I enjoy watching dramas and documentaries. Anything with a good story or real-life insights tends to hold my attention.
In that case, you might enjoy watching acclaimed dramas like The Crown or Breaking Bad for entertainment, and documentaries like Planet Earth or Making a Murderer for educational purposes. Both types of content can expose you to different accents, vocabulary, and cultural references.
Those sound like excellent suggestions. I'll add them to my watch list. And speaking of accents, do you have any advice for improving my pronunciation?
Practicing pronunciation can be challenging without a teacher to provide feedback, but there are still ways you can work on it independently. One effective technique is shadowing, where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say, trying to mimic their intonation and rhythm.
Shadowing sounds like it could be helpful. Are there any specific resources you recommend for finding audio to practice with?
You can find a wealth of audio material online, including podcasts, TED Talks, and news broadcasts. Choose content that matches your interests and level of proficiency, and don't be afraid to replay segments multiple times to focus on different aspects of pronunciation.
That makes sense. I'll start incorporating shadowing into my daily practice routine. Thank you for the suggestion, Teacher John.
You're welcome, Emily. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and it's normal to encounter obstacles along the way. The important thing is to stay patient, stay motivated, and keep pushing yourself to improve.
I will, Teacher John. Thanks again for all your guidance and support. I'm feeling much more optimistic about my English learning journey now.
I'm glad to hear that, Emily. If you ever have any questions or need advice, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help you every step of the way.
Listeners, I hope you like this conversation. If you cool and improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with friends. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Think button. Thanks.